so then you can just buzz
Yeah,
on there.
yeah.
I'll be waiting in there in case you guys need.
Okay, thanks.
No problem. You were in like that planning room, right?
The last planning room, it's like the second to last door from the end.
We're up and running, so whenever you're ready to go.
Okay, this is Michael Black, Georgia State.
Got it.
And Michael, amphibians. You've been talking amphibians. Okay, I'm going to ask you. First of all, what you do at Georgia State. Then I'm going to ask you why. What's the significance of the amphibian? Why are you presenting on amphibians today?
Sure thing.
And we'll kind of wrap it up from there.
Okay.
All right. You ready?
Yep.
You ready? This is Eric Moncrief, Talk with Green Guy, Survival Radio Network, and we are back live at the Northwood Elementary School, first ever Eco Summit. I'm sitting here with Dr. Michael Black from Georgia State University, and Dr. Black is one of the presenters here today at the Eco Summit, and we've been having a great time, and he's been sharing a lot of great information. So first of all, I'd like to start with, Michael, why don't you share with us, what do you do at Georgia State?
Sure. I'm in the neuroscience department. I'm faculty in the neuroscience department at Georgia State. I'm also the faculty associate for the sustainability office at Georgia State. And I'm the advisor for the Atlanta Herpetology Club. So herpetology is the study of reptiles and amphibians. And my presentation today for the Northwood Elementary School students is on amphibians.
Wow. That sounds interesting. For everybody out there that doesn't really know what amphibians are, why don't you bring us in the amphibian world?
Sure. So amphibian, the word comes from anthe and bios, bios meaning life and anthe meaning double. So a lot of amphibians lead a double life in that they spend a portion of their time in the water and then a portion of their time on land. So like frogs and toads are tadpoles first, and then later they're semi-aquatic. So they're still using the water for reproduction, but they're also on land. That's not true for all amphibians, but it's true for a majority of amphibians, and that's where they got their name. Amphibians have smooth skin. And it tends to be a little bit slimy feeling. And that's one of the ways that you can differentiate them from, say, reptiles like the snakes that are also being presented at this Eco Summit, which have a very dry, scaly skin.
So you guys have been talking about how all of these animals fit into the ecosystem.
Absolutely.
And their own habitat.
Yes. And because this is an Eco Summit, we've also been talking about how these animals are threatened. And amphibians are a group of animals that right now in this very point in history are tremendously threatened. About 41% of all amphibians are at risk of extinction, which is a huge number of a very important group of animals.
Give us an example of like which ones.
There are all kinds of amphibians when you've got 41% risk of extinction. But there are golden frogs, for instance, which are a very uniquely colored frog that are in danger of extinction. There are lots of endangered species of frogs that are being affected by a fungus called chytrid fungus, which is decimating populations of frogs. And this is one of the things that's very unique about the Atlanta area, because Zoo Atlanta and the Atlanta Botanical Garden have experts in the field who are predicting where will this chytrid fungus hit next and which populations will be affected. And they're going there ahead of the chytrid fungus to go and collect species to protect them in like an amphibian ark. They're working with others in other countries and across the country. There's an amphibian ark project that is helping to preserve frog species and protect them from the chytrid fungus and keep that species alive longer than they would be if they were not brought into the ark. There are species at the Atlanta Botanical Garden that are nowhere else in the world as far as we know. Wow. So we have a really unique place right here in Atlanta, and I want to let people at Northwood Elementary know about this really special thing that we have right here in our hometown.
Wow. Michael Black, Dr. Michael Black, Georgia State University, here at the first ever Eco Summit at Northwood Elementary in Roswell, Georgia, talking about and teaching amphibians to the children. we appreciate your contribution to this Eco Summit, and look forward to speaking with you again, Doctor.
Thank you for bringing publicity and press to this. We really appreciate getting the word out about the amphibian declines.
Absolutely. Thank you.
Thank you, Doc.